This news update is brought to you by
This is the 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Tuesday, July 1st, 2014. I'm Carol Williams. Good evening. Caribbean Airlines passengers in Barbados were left stranded today as the Trinidad-based carrier was forced to ground its flights. The airline's pilot staged a sick-out, crippling some 22 domestic and international flights. In an internal memo to staff, Chief Executive Officer Michael DeLolo described the action as unprecedented, and he expressed disappointment at the move. While saying the airline is naturally concerned about the health and welfare of the pilot body, he questioned the action. CAL and the Trinidad and Tobago Pilots Association has been holding talks. While DeLolo did not disclose the nature of those discussions, he said CAL remains open to frank dialogue with the association. Also tonight, the police are seeking the public's help in locating a wanted man. He is Cleve Anderson Hoyt of Melverton, St. George, who was wanted for questioning in connection with a number of serious criminal matters. The 44-year-old, who also goes by the name of Clyde Hoyt, is about 5'9", has a stocky build, and is of black complexion. He has brown eyes, a broad nose, and is known to sometimes have a mustache and goatee. Hoyt has been advised to present himself to the police, accompanied by an attorney at law. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to contact the police emergency at telephone number 211 or the nearest police station. Meantime, a 48-year-old Guyanese boat captain has been convicted on drug charges. Winston Leslie Fitzgerald Phillips, who appeared before the District A Magistrates Court yesterday, was ordered to pay $100,000 forthwith or spend the next 3 months behind bars. He was also convicted, reprimanded, and discharged on 7 other charges relating to the discovery of 37 pounds of cannabis and 2 kilograms of cocaine hidden in cabins on board his vessel on February 7. In other news, the University of the West Indies is still waiting on government to make good on its promise to pay its outstanding debt. In March last year, the Fronda Stewart administration committed to pay a large portion of the almost $200 million owed. But principal of UWI Cave Hill, Sir Hilary Beckles, says the cash-strapped institution is still waiting on payment.
We are still hopeful that the government, with its cash flow challenges, might be able to work out an instrument, a facility that will enable us to survive, because we have obligations, to meet, and with some goodwill, I think we could find a way forward, as other governments have found ways forward in the past.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
To news from around the Caribbean now, in Jamaica, questions are mounting about the sudden departure of Police Commissioner Owen Ellington after leading the nation's crime fight for 4 years. Ellington shocked the nation yesterday when he announced plans to retire after completing his vacation, which begins today. In a release, the Ministry of National Security said Ellington had indicated he needs to separate himself from the leadership and management of the force prior to the start of the upcoming Commission of Inquiry into the operations of security forces in Western Kingston in 2010. But the opposition Jamaica Labour Party is not buying the Commissioner's explanation. The party spokesman on national security, Derek Smith, says he spoke with Ellington 2 weeks ago and he was still very committed to the job. But National Security Minister Peter Bunting insists Ellington was not asked to step aside. Internationally, French police today detained former President Nicolas Sarkozy on allegations of corruption. According to reports, investigators are trying to find out whether the former leader sought inside help from a high-ranking judge with regards to investigations into campaign finances in return for a top post in Monaco. Sarkozy served as president from 2007 to 2012. And that's our 6 p.m. Barbados Today update. We will be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. with another news update. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, or you can like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Carol Williams. Have a good evening.
This news update is brought to you by